everybody, and welcome back to Outback with Chaz. Today, you guys, we are doing a fun time smoke, how to start your grill and how to maintain a good airflow and what to do if you have a situation where a fire comes up and what may cause that. So with that being said, I want to thank God for waking me, blessing me, keeping me in my right mind, giving me my health and strength to come forth today and bring you guys another fun time smoke. Also today, guys, if you'll hear a lot of loud noise. Loud noise, they're cutting the grass out here today, so you'll be hearing that in the background, but I'm just going to try to show you guys how I prepare the grill for when I get ready to do my fun time smoke. So with that, I'll be back here in a minute and we'll get started. See, I got my pan in there. Everything has been emptied. I got a pan of water in there because I am going to do some ribs today, but that won't be a part of the video. But I'll probably take some pictures just to let you guys see how they did turn out. But first, I'm going to put my coals in. I removed all my grapes. A lot of coals, guys. That's what I usually put in there to start with, just to see how they're gonna do. Once I get the coals in there, I stack them to a point. I have them like so. Then I get my lighter fluid. I also check, and I put the lighter fluid in like this. So over the top of the coals. Try to get more so on the top of the coals. Let that set. Get my lighter. And just go around the coals. So as you see, we established the fire. So I'm gonna leave the lid up. I'm gonna open this all the way up over here, so that you can see what I'm doing there. I opened that all the way up. And then you just let your fire grow, guys. When it gets to the simple where you want it to be, where it's white, it ain't got to be all the way white. But when it starts to get to that point, then you can put your grates back on while you still have a fire. Clean your grates. And once you do that, you can close it down and get your temp. I usually clean off my gauge at the bottom so that you can see that as well. As you can see, you get a good reading then. So with that, we're gonna let this fire go ahead and continue, and when it gets to where the coals are starting to turn, I'll come back. All right, guys, I'm back, and as you can see, the fire is getting better. It's starting to spread all over the coals, so you're getting good airflow. And along with how I spreaded that lighter fluid on there. But what I was gonna tell you about the airflow, you have to make sure you're getting good airflow and that you don't overdo it with the lighter fluid. So with that, if you put too much lighter fluid in there, it'll continue to burn, and you don't want that to happen. And the other thing that'll make it burn like that too is if you're cooking and you got meat that's got a lot of grease in it and it gets to the bottom and it's cooking, it'll continue to make that fire come up when you don't want it to. So you just have to keep an eye on that. But if it does do that, close your ports, move your meat, close your lid, and smother the fire. All right, guys, back in a minute. All right, guys, I'm back, and this is how it's looking so far. As you guys can see, the coals are starting to turn white. I can go ahead and start right now if I wanted to with what I want to do. I would go ahead now and close the lid and see what temperature that I would get to, and then I would adjust my ports accordingly. If you was to get a fire, I would suggest just close the lid, close your ports, wait about 2 to 5 minutes, open the grill back up, and your fire should be out. But if it's still there, just repeat the process. But make sure you move your meat off the fire. Don't panic, just take your time and move the meat out the way and close the grill. And make sure you keep good airflow. If you want to keep your coals, you don't have to change your coals. It all depends on how much airflow you let it go through, is how fast your coals are going to burn. So if you're not trying to burn your coals too much, close your ports up to where you got a nice, even, level cook, and your coals won't run out. All you got to do is sift through your coals, and you'll still have enough to go. They'll last all day if you do it that way. So if you close your ports, I'll show you that. You can go here, That's one way of closing them. You can go here. That should slow it down more. You can go there. And as you see, it's getting closer and closer, but as you do it, it'll slow everything down. But right now, I'm just gonna leave it open, and I'm gonna go ahead, shut my grill, lid up top, and wait to see where it goes. And then once it gets to wherever it goes, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the food on and go ahead and close out this video. So with that, I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, I'm back. As you can see, the grill is right about 200. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the meat on. But before I do that, I'm gonna tell you guys that you can also, once your coals get to a certain look, you can spread your coals however you want them to get your cook. You don't have to leave them stacked. You can spread them out and level them out, and they will cook. And you can put your meat directly over that way too and cook. But if you're offset cooking, usually you stack your coals off to the right, and you put your food to the left, or you put your coals to the right, put your food to the left. It's however you want to do it. It ain't no real set way. But either way it goes, you're offset cooking. If you want to do direct, you can spread your coals and put your meat directly over the coals. So with that, you guys, I'll be back in a minute and I'll close out. Alright guys, I'm back, and I come back. I wanted to also make sure I did say something about how often do I use coals or add coals to my cook. Usually when I do a fun time smoke, I know that's going to take me about 4 hours. Sometimes I do a video where I do it in 2 hours, 3 hours. Sometimes I do it in an hour. But I add the coals to that to where that way I don't have to worry about putting more coals in there. And I'll do that fun time smoke off of that one set. I don't have to change it. I don't have to do nothing but sift through it because I got plenty of coals in the grill. The other reason, if say it's just like a lot of moisture in there, you could add some coals to that, but other than that, I don't really do that. If the wind is blowing, and you got the grill basically open to a point you're cooking, the wind can keep that fire going and it'll burn the coals out. So you'll have to add coals to that. But other than that, no, I don't really add no coals too much, you guys, unless, like I said, unless I'm doing a fast cook and I want to have enough coals to where I can do my cook. Other than that, I don't really put too many coals in there, and it usually lasts. If I'm cooking for an hour, 2 hours, 3 to 4 hour cook, it depends on what you're cooking, guys. And like if I'm doing a brisket, that's like 12 to 16 hours. I usually do it in 12 to 10. I'll put enough coals in there to where I don't have to worry about doing nothing but just stacking the coals, and it just keeps burning. If I do a pork butt, 8 hours, I'll put enough coals in there just to do that, you know, and try to get it done. Now, it's a lot of things you can do, guys. Doing a smoke, I know they constantly add wood to that fire to keep that going, because you got to have your grill at a higher temp when you're smoking. Sometimes people will cook around 350, 375 to 400, and sometimes people cook even hotter, you know. So just with that being said, I just want to come back and give you guys that, just to let you know that I don't really use coals like that. I'll usually put a lot of coals in at the beginning. That way at the end, I got plenty of coals to play with. So with that, I hope that helps someone. I hope that's informative enough. I appreciate you all. And let's finish out this fun time smoke. All right, guys, I'm back. And as you can see, the grill is right about 200 right now. So I'm gonna go ahead so I can put my meat on and get it started. But the other thing I wanted to also say is when I was showing you how to close your port to stop some of the airflow, you can actually close this port completely off, you guys. You can actually close it up like that. It's still gonna cook. It's still gonna cook. And you can close this one too. I usually do this, and that's how I get my smoke on there. I usually just close it up and let the chamber, the whole grill filled with smoke, and that's usually how I build up that smoke flavor on my food. I don't usually use wood. I just do that. And then when I want to, get the fire back going, I'll crack it like so. And then I'll come over here and do the same to this one. I'll crack it. All right, guys. Well, I hope that helped you guys out. I'm gonna go ahead and put this food on. If you guys like the video, hit that like, share, and subscribe. Remember to follow me on Instagram without back with Chaz, TikTok without back with Chaz. Remember to check out my Facebook Reels and my YouTube Shorts. So with that, appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the questions. Alright guys, I'm back, and as you can see, I am going to go ahead and let you guys see how ribs turned out. I went ahead and wrapped them. Look at all the juice. Look at that. Look at that. Look at these bones. Yep. There go another bone. Clean. I could pull out another one, but I'm gonna stop right here. Back in right. This is the other spare rib. Good, guys. Look at all them bones, how they broke. And I'm back with Chaz all-purpose seasoning on there. Another bone coming out. Back in a minute. Guys, here's the baby back. Bone pull. Y'all better stop playing with me. I ain't supposed to be showing y'all this much, but I am showing y'all this bone pull. Y'all see it. Back in a minute. This is the finished look, you guys. Spare rib, baby back, spare rib. Finished look.